4 years, here you are, top realtor of 2016. How does it feel to be recognized by your peers or your colleagues?
A couple things. First of all, I'm recognized for the work that a lot of other people have done. So let me place that. Having been the president of the First County Realtors Association, the directors and the committee chairs have done a great job over the last couple years supporting me, and of course doing their job and doing it quite well. On the other hand, it's always nice for the participation that you do in this industry. It's nice to be recognized, and I just appreciate the acknowledgement of that.
Give me the lay of the land. What is happening in our market now or recently?
Okay, well, I think the most significant aspect of the current market is the inventory. Right now, today, we have about 540 active single residential listings in the marketplace. When I was managing the multiple listing service, we would normally have about 1,800 active listings a month.
Wow.
I always said if we got to 12, 13, 1,400, we were in a distressed market. It never dawned on me that we would ever get to a point where we would have less than 600 active listings. But I think a couple things, it's obviously put a little pressure on the pricing, so that it's a seller's market right now. If it's priced well and it's in good condition, a property listing will sell fairly quickly. I think a couple things that we're going to see though in the immediate future is I think we're going to see an increase in the inventory. Through this cycle of the year, people normally put their properties on the market during the February, March, April time frame, anticipating a sale in the summer and making a move with the kids or whatever in the summer. At the same time, the military this time of the year also makes their reassignments of the military folks. So I think you see that we're going to see some of that happen, but we're going to see it happen a little later. And the reason for that is because people now see that their properties are going to sell quickly. So rather than put it on the market February, March, or April, for example, they're going to put it on March, April, or May, or even April, May, and June, because of the fact that it's selling so quickly. We have clients, buyers that we have that come down from Seattle, and they buy a house here because they know the moment they put their properties on the market up in the Seattle Bellevue area, it'll be sold within a day.
Wow.
In fact, we had a buyer that bought a house through us here last week, put their house on the market up in Bellevue, and it sold for $60,000 more than it was listed in 4 hours. So now we're not that here in this marketplace.
Yeah.
Where we are in this marketplace is we're starting to see those types of people start to relocate to the outer areas.
Okay.
The primary reason a lot of people aren't putting their properties on the market is number one, they're finding that they can't find anything on the market that's much better than what they live in now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then number two is what they find, it's going to be more expensive. So the person that's actually downsizing is actually to some extent, it's going to cost them more than if they just stayed where they are. The issue is that if you were a seller, I would always recommend that you have a home inspection done prior to putting your house on the market. I've done that in times past where I knew I was going to need to sell my house in about 6-8 months. So I'd have a home inspector come in and do a total review of my property, and in so doing identify all the things that I need to fix over the next 6-8 months that by the time I brought it to market. Because what happens is that isn't done, and then it's put under contract and the buyer sends a home inspector out there. Now you've got this whole litany of things that need to be repaired prior to closing, whether it's the buyer requires it or whether the lender requires it. You might as well get those things done, because if that deal falls apart because let's say the buyer isn't happy that you're not going to fix something, you're still going to have to fix it eventually for a buyer. So you might as well go ahead and take care of it. Well, as I noted earlier, I see that I believe that we're going to see over the next 90 to 120, 180 days, we're going to see inventory improve a little bit just by the nature of the cycle that we normally would see. I think sales prices are going to still continue to appreciate. I don't think we're going to, I'd hate to put a number on it. I think we're still going to see some price appreciation just by the nature of the pressure of the buyers on the sellers, on the selling market. So no, I look at it as a very positive. I think we're going to see some strong sales as inventory becomes available through the remainder of this year.